Well, good afternoon and welcome to PV Talks, where a community comes to converse, connect, and more importantly, grow together. I am Steve Bracety, your host and president and CEO for your Prescott Valley Chamber of Commerce. With me in the studio today, we have a banker, a banking person, Mr. James Carr, Senior Vice President of Commercial Banking for Adams Bank and Trust. James, welcome.
Thanks, Steve, and happy to be here today.
Happy to have you here. So, Adams Bank, you got a brand new location.
We do. So we just opened up about a month ago. We're out where the old Maverick used to be, next to the newer
I know
Maverick.
where that is, yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
right there at 1344 Prescott Country Club Drive. So we took over that old location, built that out, and have been open about a month.
Great. So, again, how does it feel to be open a new bank to the community? What makes you guys unique, basically?
Yeah, that's a great question. So what makes us unique is we're a family-owned bank.
Oh, okay.
Beyond that, we're a fifth-generation family-owned bank. So Adams Bank and Trust started in 1916 out of Lemoyne, Nebraska, and has grown from there. We're in 4 states presently, with Arizona being the newest location. And this is our 23rd branch. So that's rare today in banking, to have a family-owned bank. And
really.
Yeah.
Used to be like, what, the Rockefellers and the Carnegies, and that's it.
Yeah. So it's really special to work for a family-owned bank. And I think it really fits a nice niche for the community.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's what sets us apart. One, you can talk to the owner of the bank if we need to. There's multiple family members that work at the bank.
Oh, no kidding. Wow.
And we've tried to just create that culture that you would expect from a family-owned bank, not as corporate.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's what really sets us apart in the community.
Seems like you're more personable, more user-friendly, customer-oriented. I think that to me is important nowadays because, you know, banking has gone the route of ATMs. You miss that belly up to the counter, human interaction, which I appreciate, you know?
Yeah, no, I would agree. I think it's really important for you to know your banker.
Mm-hmm.
Too many times with the larger institutions, you just become a number. They'll take your packet, maybe ship it off to another location. Whereas here, we take that personal approach. You
Mm-hmm.
have somebody you can call. And if it's not me, you can talk to somebody else at the branch. But we really like that personal connection. I think that's the most important piece in banking is to know your customer and to get to know their character.
Yeah. You know, dare I say, in any business, know your people.
Right.
Know who helps you.
Absolutely.
So share with us, how long you been in the banking industry?
Well, longer than I'd probably like to admit.
You must have seen a lot.
Yeah, have seen a lot. I started my banking career in the early 2000s, 2002, when I moved up to Prescott.
Mm-hmm.
Worked for several banks up here. But this was a great opportunity, again, to come back to that community-focused, family-oriented bank and to just try to grow that in this market.
So 2000, that means you went through the Great Recession.
I did.
And I've read, Too Big to Fail, The Big Short, all those books where the banking industry was not painted in a positive light, to say the least.
Yeah, no, for sure. 2006 was a wonderful year. I actually went to banking school, Pacific Coast Banking School.
That's in Washington, right?
It is,
Yeah.
up at the University of Washington. Good. And the year I was there, we analyzed the banks from the 2006 financials. The next year I went back, the world had changed. and kind of the bottom fell out from banking, if you will. So those were some tough times. You thought, okay, next year. And really it kind of drifted into about 2012 and 13 before
you got the bounce back.
Yeah, exactly. So I have seen some tough times.
What was your biggest takeaway or lesson learned during that time period where, gosh, I wish we knew that then, or now that I know this, I can, help to avoid something happening bad in the future?
I think that's a great question. The most important thing I learned is leverage kills.
Mm-hmm.
If you're highly leveraged, you have nowhere to go if the bottom falls out. Secondly, I think diversified income sources or revenue streams. Don't put all your eggs in one basket. So, if you're a landowner, land doesn't necessarily produce income until it's developed. So maybe look at some other assets that are income producing to diversify that income stream. So if there is a downturn, you're not just holding one asset class.
So maybe have like an apartment complex on a piece of property.
Yeah, an apartment complex, a commercial property, just something else so that you have that diversified income source.
So then 2013, we had the bounce back. We're going great. 2019. And guess what? The world comes apart again in 2020.
Yeah, no doubt. And then banks were tasked, of course, with getting up to speed on the PPP loans to try to get that capital out to businesses to, just keep them afloat, keep people employed. So crazy time in the banking world and a lot of unknowns, of course, with the coronavirus and what was going on. But things seem to have stabilized, and now I think we're in a pretty good market. Interest rates are respectable, not as low as, we saw in the 2 and 3% range, but still in the mid 6.5% range. And I think very affordable to do some projects if that's what you're interested in.
I remember back in the day when my parents bought their first house, they were paying like 15, 16% interest rates. And it was like, wow.
So if you look historically, interest rates are still relatively low.
It's okay.
Yeah, exactly.
So with the whole pandemic, the whole crisis, and the PP loans, did you find? I'm just curious, my own curiosity. Did most people pay back the PPP loans, or they go like unforgiven, basically?
Most of those were forgiven.
Were they?
Yeah. I couldn't tell you a percentage, but I would say a large percentage of those
were written off.
Were written off. Or some people did give back the money if they didn't ultimately need it.
Right.
But the majority of those were forgiven.
So how is the banking industry today? Are we stable? Are we solid ground?
Yeah.
Okay, good to know.
Yeah, no, I think so.
Take my money out of my mattress, basically, put it in the bank? Okay.
Yeah. And it's exciting. There's a lot of projects going on here. I mean, as you drive around town, I think you'll notice there's construction everywhere.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
So I think the market's good. I think people are deploying capital into projects. And I know my phone's been ringing off the hook, which is a good thing.
That's a good sign.
Yeah, absolutely.
As long as people are calling you is a good sign.
Yeah, absolutely.
When they stop calling you, you'll learn quickly that something needs to change here.
Yeah, exactly. So, no, I think the market's doing well. I think it's pretty healthy. If interest rates do come down a little bit, I think we'll even see more activity. But I think we're at a pretty good spot right now.
What's that saying? When interest rates are low, stocks will grow.
Yeah, yeah, for sure.
I kind of live by that one.
Yeah.
So you personally, how long have you been involved in the community?
So again, I came up here in about 2002, so nearly 25 years
you
now.
stay here throughout, huh?
I did.
Awesome.
I did. Raised a family here. Prescott's been home, and if I'm here another 25 years, I'll be happy.
Not looking to leave. Why would we want to leave?
Exactly.
It's the best place to live, right?
For sure. We get the best of the climate. We don't get the heat of Phoenix, of course. We get the mild winters.
If we want to drive to Phoenix, we can drive and come back the same day.
That's what I say.
Take a flight out anywhere in town.
Exactly. So, no, it's been a great place to raise a family, a great place to be in the banking industry and help the community, really help it grow and see some of the development that's taken place. And it's really special to be a part of that.
Good. So, James, I have a couple of psychological questions for you.
Sure.
There's no true right or wrong answer.
Okay.
I just want to get a better feel for your mindset, so to speak. If you had the skill to either learn and speak every language or play every musical instrument, what would you choose and why?
I would say for me to learn every language. I think that would be fascinating, to be able to communicate with people all over the world in their native tongue.
Right.
And I think when you speak somebody else's language, you're kind of showing them that you've made an attempt to learn their culture and understand where they're coming from. So I think that would be fascinating. I think that would be a tough task. But, you know, I've always been fascinated by learning another language. I actually, believe it or not, took Latin in high school.
Did you really?
I
that
did.
Guy, huh?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I don't know why, but I thought it would be interesting.
Well, it's
now.
transferable for sure. You can, you know, piggyback off many other different languages.
Exactly.
Especially the Romance languages.
Exactly. Never learned to speak. It only took 2 years, but languages have always been kind of fascinating. And I think it really bridges that cultural gap, where you've made an attempt to learn about somebody else's heritage or history or language, or playing musical instruments would be fun too, but I think I'd go with the languages.
Yeah, see, to me, I agree with you. The musical instruments is more of a solo thing.
Yeah.
Where the language, to speak it, to communicate with people, it's more of an engagement of a community.
Exactly. Exactly.
And my second question to you is, remember the old Johnny Carson show?
I do.
Remember that song, da 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 da, and Ed McMahon would say, "Here's Johnny."
Yep.
See, I can say that because we're the same generation.
Yeah.
Some people might guess, like, what are you talking about? You know. But anyway, that was his theme song. What would be your theme song?
Oh. Now you're putting me on the spot.
Yes. The song that, you know, gets you pumped up, gets you going in the morning. You got a big presentation to make. You got to come guns blazing. Game on song.
I guess maybe Welcome to the Jungle.
Ooh. Nice.
That comes to mind,
huh?
you know?
Yeah. Dig it.
Little older, so I guess, you know, that song gets you going, and at the same time, every day is a little bit of a jungle, right? You don't know what's ahead of you. You might have some tougher tasks in front of you, but to just kind of go for it and approach it like, you know, you've got this and nothing to do but move forward. And I would say Welcome to the Jungle.
Love it. Totally dig it. Well, James, thanks for stopping by today. Keep grinding, man. Keep doing what you're doing, because you are making a difference in this community in a positive way. So thank you for that.
You bet. I really appreciate it. And I'd be remiss if I didn't mention we're going to have our grand opening.
Oh, yes. How did we miss that one?
Yeah, our grand opening coming up June 16th. That's going to be from 5 to 8.
Ribbon cutting. Big sisters come out.
We'll have the ribbon cutting as well. So would love to have people come out, see us, get a feel for us, and check the branch out, and just have a good time.
Come see a true family-owned bank.
You got it.
Not a corporate structure. Family.
You got it.
Love it.
You got it.
Well, folks, until next time, thank you for stopping by. Continue to shop local and stay inspired, Prescott Valley.